Why, hello everyone. I am back just doing a quick Halloween nail tutorial. As you can see, I've done a simple water marble, on this hand. This is going to be my accent nail, which I'll show you in my next video, which I'm going to do a clear drag marble for. Now, I've got this hand partially done. I did a gradient and a different darker gradient. We're going to do that, and then we're going to do water marble over the top. And if we have time, we'll get into the accent nail. We'll probably have to do that on the next video. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're just going to get our latex-free sponge. I heard they were the best sponge to do this with. I haven't used a non-latex sponge, so maybe that's false. I've got Wet n Wild. I think it's a vibrant yellow, and I love this. The Wet n Wild are cheap. They work for gradients, they work for drag marbling, and they are pretty good for water marbling. They're not as good as other brands I've tried. Sally Hansen is very, very good with water marble. That was one of their lighter oranges that I used. And this is LA Girl. I think it's called Leap, actually. And it's a decent nail polish. It does not work for water marbling. None of the LA Girls work for water marbling. Alright, so we see this nail, we started this way, so we're going to reverse it this side and have the green at the top. I've simply peeled my cuticle. Let's see if I can get this in film for you guys. I kind of work back and forth to begin with, kind of blowing it to let it dry before I come back in with the second application. You can see it's a little light at the end. I don't like that. Oh, it's a puppy hair. Sorry guys, I'm a groomer, so there's hair everywhere. So as you can see, the gradient is not great at the end. So I'm going to come back in with a little yellow. I'm kind of covering up that middle. I don't know if you can see. I'm sorry guys. And we're going to put a little bit more orange, but we're not going to add any more green. And we're going to try again. This time I'm going to start from the bottom and kind of press the color in. It's okay if it gets a little sponged. It really doesn't have to be perfect. If you were doing something other than water marbling over it, then I'd say you need to get cleaner lines. But we're really not concerned. At least I'm not concerned. All right. Keep it a little dry there. All right, so let's peel it off, and I simply peel. Here we go. We got an even, kind of slightly even gradient. All right, so on this nail, the thumbnail here, I'm sorry, it's the bad nail to do it with, but I put the simply peel on the upside and the bottom side, just about to the knuckle. I'm gonna try to be careful keeping my finger out of the water. Okay, but let's get started. I, as you see on this hand, have used clear and white and black. This is more of a lighter color, so I think we can get away with a little black, but I'm going to try to not use as much. So we have our Invisible Polish by Sally Hansen. We also have Wet n Wild Black, which I haven't opened yet. There we go. We'll pull this little bit in frame here. And we're also going to use White On by Sally Hansen as well. I really, really love the Hard as Nails. Sorry for my mess here. Oh, more mess. Okay, so we're just going to start by room temperature water. I know a lot of people say that they need to use, that you need to use tap water. You can use something other than tap water, but I really don't see a difference. So we're going to start by just a quick drop of the clear polish. I'm going to do one of white. This is a little old. It doesn't work as well. You tap, tap, tap. We'll save this by adding some nice liquid black, which helps things spread out here. Use another drop of white. Clear, rather. The clear really helps it spread. Kind of tap the glass and wiggle things around. There we go, until you see the clear falling through. Add another white. Most of the time I would say don't let the polish touch the water while it's still connected to the brush. But with this polish, it doesn't really like to drip. So I would suggest just holding it above the water and just touching it to it a little. So our last little drop of clear. Let that push the water out. You'll notice I got a very small bullseye, but that's okay because I'm just doing one finger at a time. So I really don't worry too much. So let's get a little bit of this out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. I'm just gonna grab that inner ring and kind of just tease out. This is dry. Aww. But I think there, yep. With water marbling, I don't get freaked out if things don't look the way they planned in the beginning. That's not a big deal. You can work with just about anything if you are patient with water marbling. So if things don't go as planned, try again. We've just opened our polish up a little here. And that's fine with me. So we're going to start at the inside. Pull that out, pull that out. Now we're going to grab this side and pull up again. This side. Grab a little bit of this color over here. I'm going to pull. Ooh, that opened up beautifully. Now I'm going to take here on this color and pull through. Because I'm not really trying to get a thick effect. I just want something little. So I like that. I like that actually a lot. Now let's just turn it. What I'm going to do is just put my hand in, get my little tool prepared. Let's see if I can do this. I'm going to just pick a spot that I like some of the colors on and gently push my nail down into the water. Let it sit there for a second and blow on the surface of your water. And we're going to gently scoop the excess polish away with this tool. I find the polish actually helps to lift the polish. So if you have any excess, push your thumb down in the water a little bit and gently raise out. See how light and pretty that turned out? I really, really like that. That's actually something more that I'm going for. This was a little bit more coverage than I liked, which is why I always do this hand a little differently. And before, it's easier to catch, it's easier to fix mistakes, and that way I can show you the right way to do it. You see the water marble did not look nice in the beginning. You thought I ruined it, so did I. But if you have a little patience, then things work so beautifully. Let's see if we can get this peel off. I like to pull away from the cuticles. It'll leave a little bit extra behind, but it'll help pull that stuff away before it's dry. And you see I have excess here, but I'm not worried about that because we're going to fix that. I'm going to stop there. I thought I was going to get to show you a little bit on this hand on how I block off and create kind of a moon scene in the background. But we're going to save that for the next video because I think I've decided we're going to go with the dry marble. So you're going to seal this with a top coat. I have really been enjoying the Orly top coat holographic recently. So I'm going to put that over and then we will come back here on our next video and show you the different drag marbling techniques. Thanks for watching.